Hey everybody, and welcome to Browser Language. In this tutorial series I'm going to be teaching you how to use HTML5. If you're new to web design, you first might be wondering, what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and HTML is all of the visual content you see when looking at a web page. So when you visit any web page on the internet and you see all of the text and images and the navigation menu and all that stuff on the page, that is all added to the page using HTML. HTML is currently on the 5th version, which is called HTML5. HTML is made up of what's called elements, and elements usually come in pairs and they look something like this right here. This right here is an element, the H1 element, and it has an opening tag, which is this first one right here, and a closing tag, which is the last one right here. And you'll notice in the closing tag it has a /. Don't worry if you don't understand what all this means right now, because as we go on you will start to get a better understanding. And once you understand what each element does, it's pretty simple. So this right here is a heading 1 tag, and you have a less than sign, H1, and a greater than sign, and then you have your text right here, and then you have another less than sign, a / H1, and a greater than sign for the closing tag right here. And this text that's in between the opening tag and the closing tag, this text will actually be seen on your web page right here. We'll be going over a lot more of this in the coming tutorials, so just stick with it, and it gets to be simple, like I said. Elements can also have attributes. Just like this right here, I'm using the same element, the H1 element, and before this closing greater than sign we have what's called class, and then it has equal, an opening quote, and closing quotes, and inside that is just a name, main heading. So you'll learn what all of the attributes are and what they do later on also. And you can see we also have the closing tag as we do on the first example up here, and our text in between the two, which this text, like I said, will be seen in the web browser on your web page. And then also whenever you're writing HTML, it's a lot easier, or not even necessarily easier, but it's better in my opinion to have a good HTML text editor. You can always use Notepad on Windows or text editor on your Mac, but there's a really awesome HTML text editor, and it's free, and you can get it from www.aptana.com. It's called Aptana Studio 3, and just on that homepage it'll say download Aptana Studio, and it just makes life a lot easier. So you don't have to, but it's the text editor I'm going to be using in the rest of these tutorials. So if you want, you can go over to that site and go ahead and download that and install it on your computer, and you can follow along these tutorials to learn how to use HTML5. So if you want, subscribe to this channel so you can follow all these tutorials I'll be uploading, and thank you for watching.